hi guys and welcome to today's class. Thank you so much for voting. So today we're going to be doing a 30-minute strengthening yoga flow. I'm super excited because I also need to tone up a little bit. I've got a bit lazy this summer, so it's time to get moving, get back on the mat, and with that said, let's begin. So we're going to start standing at the top of the mat. Let's just lift the toes up for a second and ground down the feet really nice and wide. So just placing one toe down at a time. Roll your shoulders as always up to the ears and get a nice length into the neck by dropping the shoulders down. Palms facing forward, and let's just close our eyes for a moment. Taking this time at the beginning of class to really connect with the breath. To ground down through all sides of the feet. To come into the present moment. No matter what you've done before this class or what you're going to do after, just know and give yourself these next 30 minutes that we have together to really get into the body, to shut everything else away, and to see how present you can become. Noticing the breath as it travels in through the nose, filling up the belly, filling up the ribs, coming all the way up into the chest. And maybe sigh out the mouth a few times, just to get grounded and relaxed in this moment. Breathing deeply into the belly, into the rib cage, all the way up into the chest, growing tall. And sighing out the mouth. One more time on your own. And in this moment of stillness, before we get moving, take a second to just think about an intention that you'd like to set for yourself for this class initially, and maybe to even carry with you throughout the rest of the day. Maybe you can stick with this intention of presence, really being in the moment, in your body, right here, right now. Or maybe you have something else. Whatever it is, just take a moment to resonate with that. Let it sit with you. Maybe breathe it and bring it into your heart space. Whatever it takes. Amazing. So when you're ready, you can open the eyes. Hello, welcome back. I'm going to face you so you can stay facing the front of the mat. And we're just going to take some full body twists here. So start swinging the arms from side to side. It's a really great way to warm up the spine and the upper body. Breathe deeply here and ground nicely through your feet. You can make sure that the head moves along with you as it is an extension of the spine. Seeing how big you want your swings to go. Maybe you feel your core already activating here. 2 more breaths like this. Really swing as wide as you want right now, warming up the body. And last one. Amazing. Slowly come back to center. And now we're going to balance onto the left foot here. Bring the right knee in towards the chest. And just give yourself some hip circles here. We're focusing on balance already, so maybe you want to gaze down to keep it. Maybe you feel some pops and cracks in the hips. That's totally normal. I'm definitely feeling the same. And remember to switch directions, warming up the hips. Amazing. And then just shake out the right leg, shake out the feet, feel the toes shake, and slowly release this leg down. Taking to the other side, lifting the left knee, focusing on something in front of you to keep your balance. Maybe you already feel your body warming up. It's quite hard keeping yourself still in these balancing postures. And then switching direction. Staying nice and connected with the breath. And then slowly shaking out the left leg. Feeling the toes shake, the ankle, the foot, the thighs. Feeling your glutes all the way up there. And then slowly release. Nice, so upper body, lower body, nice. Let's just take a little neck roll, making sure that our neck is feeling nice and loose, so our spine can keep staying long. And then slowly come back to center. Let's take a full body roll down now, so we're gonna work from the neck all the way down. So chin comes in towards the chest, feel your upper body roll down, and start to roll your way all the way down to wherever your hands meet. Maybe that's on the knees, maybe that's on the thighs, whatever you're feeling today. And try not to look at the screen. Keep your chin in towards your chest to really elongate your spine. And then inhale, we're gonna roll all the way up. So chin to chest, rolling all the way up, so your head should come up last. And rolling the shoulders down the back. Amazing, let's keep going like this. So exhale, chin to chest, roll all the way down. Taking it nice and slow until you feel a nice stretch in the back of the legs. And then inhale, roll up. Bit by bit, coming up to standing. 2 more. Rolling down, exhale. And inhale. And last one. And inhale. And then everyone get to the standing position, and everyone will meet back here at the top of the mat in Tadasana. So now our body's all warmed up, let's go through some sun salutations, and listen out because I'll add in some extra up level options for some more strength. So inhale, raise your arms up overhead. Exhale, bend your knees and come into a forward fold. Inhale, come into a half lift, so flat back position. And then exhale, step back, coming into our high plank, and come down through Chaturanga with the option of doing an extra push-up here. Coming forward into upward facing dog, or you can come into Cobra, gazing up. Exhale, tuck the toes under, downward facing dog. We'll take 2 breaths here, so inhale, and exhale, bending the knees as generously as you need to. It's our first down dog, so please be gentle as we begin. Inhale, and exhale. And then bend the knees if they weren't already, and step forward to the top of the mat. Inhale to your flat back position, so straight spine. Exhale to a forward fold. And then inhale all the way up to your standing position, hands up overhead. And exhale, hands come down by your side. Let's do that again, another up level. Inhale. And exhale, forward fold. Now inhale to a flat back position, listen. See if you can bring your arms out by the ears, and we're gonna hold. Inhale. Strengthening the back body, strengthening the core. Exhale. Inhale, you can bend your knees if you need to. And exhale. One last inhale. And exhale, come into your forward fold. Nice. Plant the hands. Step back into our high plank and taking that extra push up if you'd like to. Strengthening the upper body. Flow through to your up dog. And into your down dog. And staying here for 2 breaths. You can also take some leg pulses here, lifting one leg and pulsing it up. And exhale. For the last breath, other leg goes up and pulsing. And exhale. Bringing that leg down, bend the knees, gaze forward, and we're going to hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, come into your flat back. Exhale to forward fold. And then inhale your arms up overhead. Exhale, Tadasana. We'll do what we did the last time, one more round together. So, sorry, my hair's all over my face. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to a flat back, arms go out by the side, 3 breaths. Inhale, out by the ears. Exhale, making sure you've got a nice straight spine, bending the knees if you need to. Inhale, and exhale. For the last one, maybe you want to swim the arms. Inhale, and exhale. Now release the hands down, and maybe you want to jump back to plank this time instead of stepping. Taking your extra push-up if you'd like to. You can take as many as you want. Pushing forward to up dog and pushing back to down dog. 2 breaths here. Additional, you can add in those leg pulses. Inhale and exhale. Switching sides. Inhale and exhale. Amazing. Back to your down dog. Bend the knees and hop forward. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale to fold. And inhale your arms up overhead. And then back down by the side. Well done. Hopefully you're feeling as warm as I am now. Let's get more into the body, into the muscles here. By bringing your feet as wide as the mat, toes pointing out, heels in, we're going to come down into a Malasana squat. So feel free to put a block under your butt here if that feels more comfortable. And start to just sway from side to side, getting into the hips. You can have your hands at heart center, elbows inside the knees, and allowing your hips to open here, keeping a nice straight spine. Breathing. One more breath here, maybe you want to stay in stillness. Exhale. And we're going to power up through the legs, of course. So coming into some Malasana squats. Inhale to come to standing. Exhale back down to Malasana. Inhale to standing and down. We've got 8 more. Down. 7. Maybe you squeeze your butt at the top. 6. 5. 4. 3, you've got this. 2. And 1. Amazing. Finding ourselves back down into Malasana. You can plant the hands on the mat and let's step back into our high plank. So this time we're going to hold the high plank here. So really push through all 10 fingers, kick your heels to the back of the mat, feel nice and strong in the upper body, activate the lower body, and we'll hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Bend the knees, kick the hips up and back into downward facing dog. 2 nice breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And again, inhale and exhale. Now we're going to come into those leg pulses again in down dog. So if you didn't join us before in our sun salutations, join now. Bring your left foot into the middle of the mat and we're going to lift the right leg out behind us. So keep the foot flexed and try and keep both hips in line with each other and just start kicking your leg up into the sky. We're working on the upper body here, holding us nice and strong. The core is working, but mainly we're trying to get into the glutes here. Just for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Amazing. Glutes are fired up. Let's get into the abs. Bend that knee and bring it towards the nose for 10. Kicking it back. 9. Crunching under the body. 8. 7. Feeling the whole body working here. 6. And 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Amazing. Kicking that leg up and back. And then this time bring the foot all the way forward as we're going to rise up into high lunge. Whew, if you're like me, you're feeling sweaty already, that's really good. We're working hard. And we're just going to hold here. So if you are using the intention of presence, this is a good time to do it. After all of these dynamic flows and movements, sometimes it's nice to just add in a simple hold. So we really get back into the breath, back into the body, and think about alignment. So really bending this knee nice and generously. A 90-degree angle is ideal. If you're struggling to straighten that back leg, feel free to bend the back knee as well. And we'll just hold here for another few breaths. Laser focus, staring in front of you, feeling equally weight distributed between both legs. Connect with the breath, connect with your intention. 2 more deep breaths here. See if you might want to go a little bit lower in the lunge. Exhale. 1 last breath. And exhale. And we're not going to step back to down dog. You're going to bring your left foot forward to meet the right and come into chair pose. Now you might feel a little difference in between both legs here. That's okay. We've worked our right leg a little bit more than the left. Sit the hips down. We're just going to hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Now step the right foot back, finding yourself in high lunge on the other side. Amazing work. And we hold again. So really connecting with the intention, seeing how this side feels in comparison to the other. Breathing deeply through the nose, in and out. Holding your balance, finding your strength as we hold for 2 more breaths. Don't let those arms get lazy, really activate the muscles in the arms too, dropping the shoulders from the ears. And 1 last breath. Amazing. Bringing those hands down to the mat. You're going to kick that left leg up and go straight into pulses. So flex the left foot and we're going to pulse. Kicking that heel up towards the sky. Working those left glutes now. We've not got too long of our strength left, the strength part of this class left. So really give it your all. This is a full body strengthening class. That's what you signed up for. For another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's take those tiger curls, knee to nose. 10. Kicking back. 9. 8. 7. You don't have to go at the same pace as me. You can also take your own pace here. No worries at all. 3. And 2. And 1. Amazing. Come into your downward facing dog, roll forward into high plank, and we hold for another 10. 9. I am sweating too. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Bring those knees down. Push back into child's pose. You deserve it. Let your forehead rest on the mat. Feel your hips sink into your heels. Catch your breath. You're doing amazing work. We moved really fast in the beginning. Then we slowed down and worked on muscle activation through pulses and repetitions. We've got a little bit more to push. I think you're gonna like it. We're gonna work on the core and then we'll get into some relaxation. So really use this time to come back to your intention before we get moving again. Two more breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And then slowly coming up into a tabletop. We're going to get into our stack here, so shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees, tuck under the toes and lift the knees off the mat. We're coming into hovering tabletop. So really working on the core here. Feel your spine nice and long. And maybe you want to try lifting the right foot off the mat. Maybe you want to try lifting the left. Do whatever feels good for you now. Enjoy the shake. That's our muscles working to keep us balanced. That's great. Good job. And release. Knees come down. Cross over at the ankles. Sit back onto your butt. Get into the position because we're coming into core boat pose, of course. What would a strength class be without it? So activation of trying to keep your spine nice and long. So really make sure that you're pulling yourself forward as if someone has a little string here, so your chest is coming forward. Bring your hands to the back of the thighs, point the toes, and if you'd like to, you can lift the feet up off the mat. Bringing your hands out by your side, and we hold. Again, using that string or the thought of the string, sorry, pulling you forward to keep that spine nice and long. For another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Now, either stay here, you can also take a rest, but either stay here or we're going to do 5 low to high boat crunches. When you're ready, if you're joining me, let's go. Low and crunch in. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Everyone being back in core boat pose. We're going to rock onto our back and see if you can come up to standing without using your hands. I used mine. I'm sorry, I'm trying to talk and do it at the same time. And we come into chair pose. Holding here. Sitting those hips down. Feeling the thighs fire up. Seeing if you can sit even lower. And then slowly roll your weight all the way back down and find yourself back in core boat pose. It's a mean duo, this core boat and chair pose, right? Inhale and exhale for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1 last time, low to high boat. You've got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Rock your way up. So we're coming in back into our chair pose. Feet come together or hip width apart. And we're going to hold here. This is the last push of the day. Give it your all for 10, 9, 8, lower, lower, 6, 5, 4, 3, lowest you can go, 2, and 1. Amazing. Release your butt back. Come on to lying on your back. Bring your knees into the chest. You've done an amazing job today. Congratulations. Now it's time to reward yourself. So just start rocking from side to side with your knees into the chest. Feeling a gentle massage in your lower back. Maybe you want to make some circles with the knees. Going around. Breathing deeply here. And exhale. And then slowly when you're ready, plant your left foot onto the mat, keeping that right knee bent. We're coming into a figure 4 stretch. So the right ankle comes on top of the left knee. Feel that opening of the right hip. And then if you'd like to, you can also grab in between the legs and hold the back of the left thigh. Or you can grab the front of the shin, depending on how nice and stretchy your glutes are feeling today. And I'd like to invite you to close the eyes so you can really get into the body. See how that right hip is feeling, how the glutes are feeling after your chair pose and everything. Breathing deeply here. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. With our eyes closed, start to think if you can pull the legs closer towards the body and feel that stretch intensify. Even a small movement, you can really feel it. Be gentle with yourself, but it's also quite nice to see where you can go with it. Breathing deeply. Amazing. And then slowly drop that left foot down. We're going to bring the knee on top of the left thigh. Scoot your hips over to the right. Bring your arms out to a cactus and drop your knees over to the left. Gazing to the right if you'd like. And see if you can keep both shoulders down on the mat so that we're getting a nice deep spinal twist. Feeling a stretch in the lower back. Breathing deeply. And feeling yourself with each breath massaging your internal organs. Like an actual organ itself. As we inhale, we expand and bring new energy into the body. And you can feel here as you exhale, you can squeeze things together. It's like having a nice massage in your stomach right now. or your tummy area, sorry. 2 more breaths here. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly coming back to center. And again, keeping that left foot onto the mat, we're going to grab from the inside, grab the outside of the right foot, and we're going to come into our half happy baby pose. So try and keep your left hip down onto the mat. You can bring your hand onto your hip to help there with a little bit of balance. And all we're doing here, if you can't grab the foot, sorry, you can also grab the back of this thigh, is we're just applying a little gentle pressure here, pulling the knee down closer towards the mat and feeling a deep hip stretch. Breathing deeply here. Connecting back with that intention. Breathing into the nose and out through the nose. One last deep breath here. And exhale. And then again with the right leg, we're going to straighten that out as much as you can. You can either grab the back of the thigh, the calf, or bring your 2 peace fingers holding the big toe and just gently bringing that leg in towards the body. Feeling a stretch along the back of the legs. Last stretch on this side. So give some love to the right leg now. And then slowly release. Right foot comes down onto the mat, and let's do it all on the other side. Left foot, ankle comes on top of the right leg. Lifting that foot off the mat, and we're going to interlace the hands either behind the thigh or in front of the shin. Letting your head drop and breathing deeply into this left side glute. Try to keep the left foot flexed. Gently pulling the legs closer to the body with each exhale. Seeing if this side feels any different to the other side. Normally we tend to have one side that's a little bit tighter than the other. For me it's this one. Pulling a little bit closer to the body for one last breath. Exhale. And then crossing this knee over the right thigh this time, scooting the hips over to the left, hands to cactus and dropping the knees over to the right. Gazing to the left and again focusing on keeping that left shoulder blade down on the mat as well. Closing the eyes off and just breathing deeply in this beautiful spinal twist. Staying with the breath, staying in the present moment. One more deep breath here. And exhale. Slowly coming back to center, keeping the right foot on the mat this time, and coming into our half happy baby. So bring that hand on the inside of the leg, grabbing the outside of this foot. You can ground down the right hand and just gently pull that knee closer towards the mat, feeling a gentle opening into the hip. You can close the eyes off. Gentle pulling. And connecting with the breath. One more deep breath here as we are in happy baby on this side. amazing. Now straightening out the left leg, we're going to take the hamstring stretch on this side as our last stretch of the day. So wherever your hands go, maybe it's the fingers in between the peace, I'm getting really relaxed now, the peace fingers over your big toe and just gently pulling that leg closer in towards the body. It's hard, I really enjoy these stretches as well, so I also get really into it. Stretching out the back of the left leg. One more breath here. Exhale. And then slowly releasing this foot, bringing both legs out in front of you. We're going to come into Shavasana, so allowing the feet to fall open, the palms facing up. Coming into our final relaxation pose. Let's take one last deep breath together. Inhale through the nose. And exhale, sigh out the mouth. Feeling the body become heavy. Noticing each and every part that's touching the mat or the ground beneath you. Allowing yourself to relax and let go. Feeling all the muscles around the face relax and soften. Feeling the shoulders heavy, allowing the chest to open even more. Noticing your breath calmly entering and exiting your nose. And think of all the hard work that you've done today on the mat and how this is a thank you for that. A thank you to your body and a thank you to your strong mind for pushing through. It is an honour to yourself that you even showed up on the mat today. So allow your body to soak in all of that gratitude for yourself, for your willpower, and for good health. I will leave you in this Shavasana, so please stay for as long as you'd like. Normally they recommend 3 to 5 minutes at least, but you can stay for however long you can, reaping the benefits of all the work that you've done today. Thank you for joining me. See you next time.